Hello YouTube, this is Billy. Today I'm coming to you with the issue of the little handle here. You see the symptoms is that the toilet is just, sometimes it works normal and sometimes it's just got this steady run that it's doing. And upon inspection, this little handle right here, when it works properly, see, if you notice, I was able to push in on it. See, it pops out. See how it's popping out? Well, when I push in on it and it stays like this, that's when it works great. But if it slips out a little bit like that, I don't know if you can see that. I'll do it again. Sorry, when I push in on it like that, it works great. But when it pops out a little bit, then it ends up with too much play, and then the chain on the plunger inside ends up going underneath the plunger thingy, the little stopper. Let's get this back off, you see. So yeah, when it's working properly, this thing is all the way up against the tank like this, and it stays like that, okay? And when it pulls away from the tank like this, then it goes way down too much. And then the chain goes underneath the little plunger, and that's why it continues to drain when it should be just filling the tank. Another thing too that I'm doing today is the chain that's on there right now. It is just a simple basic little metal chain that come with it, and so the replacement handle, it's just the cheapest one at the store. On the back it just says fits most tanks. So I think this is going to work just fine. And same thing with this little plunger. It's just the cheapest one. But I did get the one with the plastic chain. You see the plastic chain is less likely to get kinked up. Where the metal chain gets corrosion. If you can see the corrosion on the little bar there and on the chain as well. In any event, so what I would like to show you is on the replacement little handle here, it's threaded backwards. So see, when you're going the way that would normally take it off, it's putting it on. And when you go the way that would normally tighten it up, it comes off. So I'm spinning it backwards from normal to get that little nut to come off, okay? So I will keep that in mind when I'm unscrewing this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to unscrew this one. Oh, there it goes, it's starting to run on me. Oh, my hand pushed a little thing there. So I might have to get my tools. Get me a tool to put on that little rancher's pliers or something. Okay, now I get my pliers on that and start loosening it up a little bit. And that little bit is all it took, so that now I can just finish it the rest of the way by hand. And I am spitting, see the direction I'm spitting that to get it off. And see, it's got all this corrosion on this end. Go ahead and get this unhooked. Oh wow, look at all that corrosion that was on there. I did get the little chain to unhook and got this pulled out, and I will set it down here with the little washer thing that came off of it, and this little plunger thing. I'm not really messing with turning my water off because this is just going to be a quick fix. In any event, see these little, this is the old little stomper thingy, and you see how those little ears just kind of click on to those little ears down there. And with the replacement plunger, and I don't know if you can see it. See these metal chains, they get a little bit of corrosion on them, and then they start kinking up, and they're good about tangling up. These plastic chains are a lot less likely for tangling up. So now I'm just going to go ahead and get this into place. And all I'm doing is getting those little ears to click onto those little ears and stick out, just like that. And it looks like everything's working properly. So I just replaced that little piece there, that little plunger stop thingy. So now I can just set that to the side for now. And yeah, with that plastic chain, it's going to be a lot less likely for any kind of corrosion and tangling. And so now for the replacement little handle. So I'll go ahead and get this kind of going. Okay, so I just slid the replacement handle in there. I haven't put the little plastic nut on yet. Here's the little plastic nut. I'll go ahead and slide that in there and start getting that nut on there. And on getting that nut to tighten up, it's going to be backwards from what we're used to. So I'm kind of going lefty-loosey to tighten the handle up there. And I don't think there's any reason for me to put my wrench on it. I think hand tight is going to be plenty tight enough. And so there's the new little handle. So now all I got to do is get the little plastic chain hooked on to the little thing now. And get that little plastic chain hooked in. Okay, I just got the little hook through the little bar there. So now we've got a new little plunger thing down there with the plastic chain that's less likely to get tangled up. And I like how it just kind of floats around in the water there. And see, this handle is doing exactly right. It's not trying to pull away and everything like that other one was. So this one should work really great. We'll go ahead and give it a sample flush and see how it does. Awesome. The little stopper thingy down there, it sealed up good, and now it is filling the tank. Awesome. And in the case that I need to shorten the chain a little bit, what I'll do is I'll just move the hook a little further down the chain, that little plastic chain. I'll just move that little hook a little bit further away from the end. That way it kind of shortens the chain a little bit, because right now when I flush it, it looks like this thing's coming up kind of high. So I'll put the back on there and see how it does before I make that decision if I want to make it any shorter or not. Okay. Okay, let's see how it does with the lid on. Yeah, I think it needs to be a little shorter, so I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Okay, you can see I moved the hook a little bit down the chain, and see whenever the little stopper thing stops, when it stops and starts throwing more water, you see this thing, it just barely, a little tiny bit of movement, and it's wanting to pull up the plunger thing. So I think I got it set pretty good now. I moved it maybe 2 inches down, further down the chain. So now I can get the back put back on and test it again. Okay, let's give it another test. I think this will be the last one. You see there's right now it should be filling up the tank. sounding like it's about to be done. And ta-da, it just stopped. So now it looks like everything's good. So, yeah, no more water slowly running or anything. Everything was great. Okay, for anybody this video may help, let everybody be safe and good luck out there. Bye.